Hey. So, homeschooling mama, well, soon to be. This is my first go at this whole process. Like, literally, I made a decision last week, Thursday. Made a call to, I'm in New York, so I made a call to New York State, which then directed me to a website to get more information, but also told me that I need to speak with my district superintendent. So I submitted my letter of intent to, I actually sent an email, which was advised by the assistant to the superintendent. She just said to CC her as well as the principal. So I did that. Then she supplied me with this package, which I have a letter of receipt. I had 2 of these individualized home instruction plans, also known as IHIP, and then some instruction, actually 2 packets of instruction on like the rules, the regs as it pertains to homeschooling. So it's not as daunting. YouTube University kind of prepared me for the process, but literally I made this decision on Thursday. I was trying to get the ball rolling on Friday, but it's summertime, so everyone's not in the office at the same time or whatever the case may be. So I had to wait till Monday to speak to the person that I needed to speak to, which then turned into me picking up this packet today. Otherwise, it would be mailed, but I need to get the ball rolling. All that to say, decided to homeschool my 3rd grader. So right now I'm going through the process of populating this plan. But what I ended up doing was I just recreated what they sent me on a Google Docs, crossing my fingers that we have an awesome and amazing 3rd grade year, first year in, and then I can just copy, paste, edit type of thing, as long as it's all electronic. And then for record keeping, I like to keep things digital as well as have like a backup and like some form of, but anyway, at the end of the day, I'm kind of moving away from having paper copies of things. So all that to say, it's been a process. So I guess I spent the better part of Friday, probably all day Friday into Saturday, just going over homeschool material, trying to figure out language arts is, listen, I don't know. I didn't know there's a difference between spelling and vocabulary, especially the way that I've always taught my daughter. You have a spelling word, you learn the definition of it, you use it in a sentence, you spell it. I thought it was a part of the same process, but vocabulary as well as spelling are 2 different things. Oh, goodness. Language arts is so interesting. It's reading English, spelling, writing, some break it out, some vocabulary. So interesting. So I just happen to live in a state that is very strict about homeschooling. And so I'm just trying to cross all my T's, dot all my I's, get everything in. So the thing that has been my like saving grace, because after being on YouTube University hours upon hours and just hearing everyone's perspective, I kind of lost perspective and the excitement that I had for homeschooling, because it had always been my goal to homeschool my daughter. I had a little bit of practice before she went into kindergarten, so I would just make up her little binders, and then it was just part of her like activity when she came home from daycare. And so my daughter was actually reading well before she went into kindergarten. And so I really liked doing the different activities and things like that. And so it was fun. And so I was like, you know what, one day I have this big vision, and one day I'll share of like how I want to homeschool my daughter. And I think it'll be so dope. Yes, I'm excited. So anyway, my timeline kind of is 2 years before I had planned to start. But you know what? Sometimes you make a plan and then an opportunity presents itself, and you can either delay or say hey. Delay or say hey. So I said, hey, why not? And so, but the thing that just quieted all the chaos, oh my goodness, she is like a homeschooling god for me, because like I was having so many different thoughts, and this community is serious. Like, this community is serious. There were some conversations that I was privy to, and I was just like, wow, interesting. It's a beautiful thing, but it's like, okay. There's politics in every area of your life. So the thing that has been my saving grace has been this plan your year. This kind of took the mystery and the chaos out of the process, and I really like it. It's the 12-page complimentary thing that she gives in exchange for like your name and your email. And so it really helped me to put pen to paper for some of the resources that I was like, you know what, I definitely want to try that. No, not that. Make note of things. I just really like the breakdown. And if you guys are interested, I can do another video just really showing how I use the different tools. So my number one thing was the hslda.org. That was my first stop. Then from there, I had called the state. State directed me to the district. District told me I need to do my letter of intent. Submitted my letter of intent, picked up the packet from the district. Now the phase that I'm in is filling out the packet so that I can submit it tomorrow, because my timeline is like, it's been sped up, and I'm just trying to get everything in because I'm getting ready to move as well as go away for a week, and I really need to get this done. I had read that ideally you would have this process done by July 1st. And so I just, or 14 days, given like when you have the intent to homeschool or something like that. So I'm gonna be up, and then I will document my process. I really, the thing that kind of got me back on track was this homeschool vision, which at first when I seen it, I was like, oh, I'm not gonna do that, I'm just gonna skip it. But when you hear so much in different like philosophies and different ways of homeschooling, traditional, homeschooling by the classical conversations method, homeschooling by unschooling, which I still didn't even know what that is. I'm like, wait, what? I just thought homeschooling was homeschooling. Either you do it or you don't. But there's just so many layers to this. But this homeschool vision really helped remind me of why I was so excited and just wanting to do this to begin with. And so the homeschooling vision kind of helped quiet all the noise, because YouTube is a great resource, but it's like information overload because everyone does what works well for them and they're excited about sharing, as am I right now. But the thing that just really brought it all together and say, hey sis, you don't have to recreate the wheel, but you also don't have to add everybody's, what's your vision, and then it'll help you align with the different curriculums and just the different styles, and it's so serious. So I hope that I can add to the conversation as a newbie, like literally new to this game, but I'm excited. It was on eBay today because I did pick up the tip from a bunch of moms, and it was like, you can save where, find ways to save, especially when you're first starting out. The budget can be ridiculous or it could be manageable, and so I'm definitely in the midst of everything that's going on, trying to spend money where it's absolutely necessary. My daughter's in 3rd grade. She has a math assessment as well as an ELA assessment, so I know those are the areas that I'm definitely going to get the whole system. But some of the other things, teacher's manual or not, and so, or just kind of piece it together with YouTube University. All that to say, this homeschool vision really helped me find my peace again, find my excitement with this whole process, and just allow me to kind of weed out the things that were confusing me. I want to do it right. I want to give my daughter the best experience. This is, an opportunity for us to relearn some things that I've learned and forgot. Just add different experiences, different tools to our tool belt, and just kind of help us just really communicate and to connect in a way that this homeschooling opportunity is going to afford us. So I'm super excited about the process. I just wanted to share my first days experience and I don't know, hopefully contribute to this wonderful, amazing, and beautiful community of men and women and children, because I'm like so excited. And this is year one, so we'll see how this excitement carries through the entire year. So thank you for clicking on this video. You know, say hello to me in the comments. You know, any tips, advice that you give for a first time homeschool mom in New York State to a third grader, please share. Let's get the conversation rolling. I am so excited. I'm about to grab some tea, pop something on in the background, and just get to creating this curriculum for the year. So I thought this was cool too. That kind of map out, because you're like, ooh, freedom and flexibility, but at the same time it's like, but we have a 900-hour requirement and we have a 180-day requirement. So that freedom and flexibility definitely has its constraints. So I'm just excited about the progress that I'm making and just super excited. So bye-bye.